Hello, welcome once again to Elephant House Auctions and this preview video of our vintage arcade auction, which takes place on the 27th of July. We've got over 100 machines again this time, so we'll do a walk around video, show you all the machines working, where they're working machines, and give you a little bit more information about them. You'll see the lot numbers on the screen so you know what we're referring to. And if you want to come and view in person, next Saturday, the 26th of July, will be open from 9 till 12. You can come and have a look at machines in person if you wish. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below the video, or send us a message and we'll answer those. I do look at all the comments to see if there's any extra information that you need to know. So we'll start with the wall machines and then there's some countertop machines. This video will be split into two parts, it's going to be quite long, and then the second video will be the large floor standing arcade machines and all of the one-arm bandits. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Okay, so lot one seems like a reasonable place to start, doesn't it? The Brian's 3-ball forks. Quite a rare machine, this one. Lovely condition, fully restored. As you can see, great inside and out. So quite a difficult machine to play, this one, especially when you're trying to play it at a funny angle so you can see it on a camera as well. But the gist of it is you get 3 balls for your penny. The forks across the top here move with this little handle here. I'll try and see that somehow so you can see them moving. And the idea obviously is to try and catch the balls in the forks. Doesn't matter which one you catch which ball in. If you catch 1 ball, you win 2 pennies back. If you catch 2, you win 4. And if you catch all 3, which I think is probably impossible, then this jackpot window here, full of coins, will drop out and you win the jackpot. So let's see how we can do it at this weird angle, if anything at all. So penny in, turn the handle, that releases the balls. It's not sitting very level, I don't think. And it's this clever little ball lift thing that lifts 1 ball up at a time, fires it round. Get ready with this one, try and catch them. Missed that one. Missed that one. Let's try again. I don't think I'm going to get any of this doing it in this way, will I? Oops. Oh, I got one. There we are. So now if I carry on turning the hand around, there we go. We got our 2 pennies out, and we've still got another ball to play. And I missed that one. There we are. The Brian's 3-ball 7-win. Particularly frustrating game to play, but very complicated. Probably the most complicated all-win they made, really. So a hard one to find and a hard one to play. And we have another of the Brian's 3-ball machines. They made 3 different ones. We happen to have 2 of them this auction. The 3-ball 7-win this time. So a bit of a simpler machine, more of a standard kind of all-win other than the 3-ball feature. Again, you've got the visible jackpot. So this one, same principle, drive the balls round. And if you catch all 3, you get the jackpot. Let's see how we do. Penny in, turn the handle, release the balls out. And again, it's got this interesting ball lifting thing that lifts 1 up at a time. Pops it on this little shelf here, ready to fire. Missed. Missed again. There we go. We got 1 in the win. So turn the handle, and we get our 2 pennies for our win. Should we see if we can get more? Have 1 more go. All 3 balls down. Oh. And win again. So there we go. I quite like the kind of the Batman symbol design on the ball gallery surround on this one. So again, nicely restored condition, original chrome, pretty original inside there. It's got this alternative payout slide, so you can have it paying out 1 coin instead of 2 for a win. There you go. The 3-ball 7-win. So we've got a Brian's 11s this time, single ball machine, this one. A restoration project, almost finished. So it's had a new cabinet, original door, a mechanism, original plastic back, a nicely made cabinet, solid oak. Correct, it just needs a back in the cabinet really. So it just needs a couple of parts. It says coin tube, but the coin tube is there now. Somebody found the coin tube, or had one made, whichever. So it doesn't need that, it just needs the kicker, the handle, and the kicker surround. So that's the trigger, the thing that fires the ball, and the little plate that covers it over there. Otherwise, I think it's all there. It's old penny, say original back flash, chrome, original chrome's pretty good on it actually. So a nice cabinet. So an easy project to finish off for somebody. The Brian's 11s. Now we have a very rare machine here. This is a Wonders Rally Ball, the latest style of Wonders cabinet. The painted cabinet with the big wide payout cup on it. Interesting playthrough with this one. You'll see it's got a couple of extra little bits of sticker that have been put on, ball landing in cups winning, etc. They can be peeled off. So like all the Wonders backflashes, this is clear plastic over a printed card. And sometimes, actually this one's pretty good, but sometimes you get dust between the clear plastic and the card, make them looking a bit dull. Just take the plastic off, clean it, put it back on again, or even put a new sheet of clear plastic on. So they're very good backflashes in that respect. It's got an interesting couple of little kind of jokes almost on here, little play on words. You've got molly boil, I guess, instead of mobile oil, and fast troll instead of castrol, I suppose it's supposed to be, with the rally cars going around the track down the side of the, so it's like a hill climb kind of idea, isn't it? 2 rows of ball cups. You see they have fall in there, so if it misses the cups, rather than going straight into a lost, it goes down a row, and again you get a second chance to get the win cups before you finally lose at the bottom there. And I think if you get it in the top one you get 4 pennies, and the bottom one you get 2, I believe. Let's see how we do. A loser, maybe not quite so hard. Oh, nearly. No, try again, a little bit less hard. Nearly. Yay, there we go. So you see the ball appears in this little window here, and I'm sure you can see that on camera, hopefully if I zoom in. So we turn the handle, and what have we got? 1, 2, 3, I think like we're already in there. 1, 2, 3, there you go. Can you get one more win? No. Let's have a quick look at the mechanism. So there we go, it's a 3 penny coin slide at a time. Let me see, oh yeah, there should be another little trip there, shouldn't there? That's why. So it would have been a 2-stage payout, so it needs a little trip. It's like a kind of little bent piece of wire. You see where it used to be screwed in, so it's been taken off at some time to make the machine a little bit meaner, I guess. It's been in an arcade. So easy to put back to so it turns twice. That's what that little window is for, so it shows the ball, it would hold it, and then you do it again to get your second win. You can just see under there actually where the top ball hole is. Just above the G of landing, not sure you can see on camera. So it really needs these little red stickers taking off the back flash, and that little piece of bent wire put them back inside, so you get the 2 turns to win 6 coins. But a lovely rare machine, very good original condition, just needs that one little bit of bent wire and the stickers taken off. So another quite rare all-in actually, this one by Parker's of Real. Not many Parker's machines escape. Parker's built them for their own arcades and sold a few, but I don't think that many. So very similar to the Oliver Wales, and used many Oliver Wales parts. I think the Parker's and the Wales were quite good friends. Lovely backflash, football theme, very good condition. Plays and pays 2, 4 or 6 on this one. Let's see if we can get a win up. It'd be quite a nice kind of relaxed play on this one, doesn't it? The loser every time. Let's try a little bit less on the trigger. That's not quite enough. Still not quite enough. About there maybe. Oh, straight in the lost again. Don't think I'm very good at this one. Deary me. Hey! And there you go. I never was any good at football, so it doesn't surprise me. Let's have a look inside. There we go, all nice and original. So there's your trips for your 246 payout. Yeah, pretty original really, isn't it? A nice machine. So moving on now, we've got Winner Gum. So this is an Oliver Wales one, very similar style to the Parkers. This one, lovely cabinet, it's in very good condition on this one. Mechanism, again, all original. Takes rolls of sweets. A new piece of plywood in the back there. Could do with a new backplash on this one. Really, it's a bit past it. We can put you in touch with a fantastic guy to do a new backflash for this. If he hasn't already got it on file, which he probably has done, then scans them in, retouches them with Photoshop, and prints them out on plastic, proper thick plastic as they should be. Does it off to a T. So if you're looking to get that done, you buy it, just get in touch with us and we'll put you in touch. But it's working, playing, or at least it would be the ball came out, which is not at the moment. Oh, well, there we are then. It's nearly working and playing. I think the backflash just dropped a little bit there. But as you can see, it's all there mechanically, but really needs that backflash sorting really. But your ball would be there, and you see it slides out your roll of sweeties. And there you go, you get a roll of sweets. Not bad for a penny, eh? Now, if your vice is cigarettes rather than sugar, then you'll be needing the Winner cigarette will win. This one's ripe for restoration. I think it's all there by the looks of things. I don't think there's a ball in it at the moment. That little bit seems to be loose. But it's an automatic payout one, so it take a stack of single cigarettes in the tube here, and there's a kind of little roller mechanism at the bottom there, which is something's come unscrewed somewhere along the line there. But basically, when the ball went into the wind cup, it trips like a little lever, like a little seesaw lever. That turns a little roller, drops a single cigarette out the bottom. So there we are, one for restoration, but mechanically all there. Cabinet's pretty solid again. Again, you know, that's come out of a arcade store, so it needs a good stripping and polish. Again, you probably want to put a new backflash on it because these are done with individual segments of plastic, quite an early one, probably early 40s. So a new backflash on there, I think. There we are. Winner cigarette. You've got original locks on this one as well. No keys for them, but the original locks, which is always nice to have. Moving back a few years now, the Regent is probably around 1920, possibly a little bit earlier. Substantially original machine, this one. Lovely original velvet on the playfield. These kind of bi-colour metal spandrels, very sweet. Nice mechanism in this one as well. Original lock and key, and you've got this token carousel payout mechanism. There is a couple of original tokens with it, stamped up Regent Auto Co. or RAC, kind of sixpence size. We get these kind of tokens into the auctions reasonably regularly, so I'm sure we're going to come across some more. They're pretty standard size. There we go, so this one's on penny play, but would pay out tokens for a win. Reserve, so the reserve ball feature on these, you can see instead of rather than a loss, they go into what's called a reserve in the middle there. Then when you get a win, it pays out a token for each turn of the knob and gives you the 3 balls back, which line up here. You turn this little knob and release the ball down to play again. So you potentially get another 3 wins if you get a full reserve. So there we are, nice reserve ball all-win. Again, pretty original. Nice cabinet. Nice pine back, pre-plywood back on this one. So nice pine boarded back. Oak cabinet. Just you like to find them really, quite a pretty little machine. And another reserve ball all-win, the all-win deluxe this time. Now again, this one pays out tokens from the token tube. There's a whole load of tokens in there. It runs on pennies or tokens. There's quite a few tokens with it, as I say. So again, nice velvet playfield. Double slot on this one, so the bottom one is for your pennies. So with reserve, let's try another one. And so on, and then if you win, your tokens go in the top slot, and it will pay on tokens as well. Where do we get that time? Check, so that should let us turn the handle. There we go, that gives us our ball back and another token. So then we get another go. Oops. My shovel's not very level here, you see, then it fills up the reserve. And so on. So again, a nice, lovely machine. You've got a little reject button on the side there. If your coin gets stuck, it's quite nice. Again, nice oak cabinet. Pretty original. Nice original lock. New keys, but original Yale lock. The all-win deluxe. Having quite a game with weather this afternoon, right under my skylight in the warehouse here, and 1 minute it's bright sunshine, the next minute it's hammering down with rain, and I have to stop recording because of the noise of the rain, so the light levels keep changing, etc. So apologies for all that. I'm sure the light levels jump from clip to clip. I'll try and even them out. Anyway, so here we go. Next machine up is the 5-win. So this one is an original mechanism and playfield from probably late 20s, something like that, but in a new cabinet. Very well made new cabinet, has to be said. Nice solid oak cabinet with mouldings on, etc. So really smart and ready to go, this machine. Again, this one is on old pennies. Let's find a couple of pennies. Oh, I've got a win up already. What happened there? Don't know. Let's have a look, see. There we are. The ball's got stuck. Right. A loser. Another loser. Run out of pennies. Let's have a go. Oh, close. There we go. There's a win. Why didn't we get a penny? Maybe it's got stuck. There's another win. Oh, there's a penny. I think there's not enough pennies in it. Another win, 3 in a row. That's quite good going. Another win. Definitely run out of pennies now. So what do we get? Just 1 out, yeah. There you go. Say nice original mechanism. No pennies in it as well. Wasn't getting any payouts. But and a brand new cabinet. Very smart. Ready to hang on your wall. We're going from one extreme to the other here with the light, and I'm now on a very quickie bit of floorboard as well. So this is going to be fun to edit. Never mind. Right, next up, very fancy all in this one. Really fancy spandrels, and this kind of coin entry with like a lion's mask on it. And again around the ball outlets. Really fancy little spandrels. It's quite a flashy little machine. Old penny play again. Oh, win the first time, that's pretty good. Oh, and it comes straight out. You've got stuck on these things probably. Let's try another one. Why is the wind coming straight out? It's probably something's stuck. Is it jiggled along on the road? Don't know. I should hold that down. Turn that to pay out. I think the ball was going straight past. Ah, I think there's a little pin needed on there. That's a little bit loose. Can't be able to see on camera, but a washer and a pin, I think, on there. That's all it is. It's all there. There you go. It's done it this time. Turn the handle and get our penny out. So yeah, that's all it is. A little split pin in the on the little shaft thing there. So again, nice solid cabinet. Original, quite a chunky back on that one. We've got a carrying handle on top. And these unusually fancy metalwork on it. Interesting. Okay, so now we have what we call the Moon and Stars catcher. I'm not sure the proper name for this one. An early machine. Been restored some years ago into a new cabinet, so original mechanism and playfield, but a new cabinet. And usually this one pays out a pack, probably a pack of cigarettes I think it would have been, from the column here. And you'll see it has a window in the playfield where you can see the stack of cigarettes that you were playing for, which is quite good. So the idea is pop your penny in, turn this handle to raise the ball to the top of the playfield, pings down, and you try and catch it in the little star there. So it's been a little bit temperamental earlier on. It needs a little bit of adjustment. It's not sitting very level. Don't think it's going to work for me at the moment. It was working, but yeah, the gist of it is the ball comes out of here, drops through the pins, catch it in the star, and then you get your payout there. Another catcher similar to the previous lot. The Pickwick, this time automatic electric amusement machine. So you've got electric shocker on it as well. So for your halfpenny in this case, it was, I can't find any halfpenny, so I've just tripped it inside ready to go. You get an electric shock and get to play the machine. So again, the idea is raise the ball to the top, try and catch it in the little shield here. And I missed, but if you caught it, you get a token. Yeah, so a visible token rack on the bottom here, so there'll be little tokens queued up. And one will drop out into the payout cup, and so you get electric shock. Well, electric shock was all the rage. So a halfpenny machine, this one, the big old halfpennies, sort of 2p sized, probably around 2p's if you wanted to. Token payout, all the originals you can see, electric shock coiled down there. Might want a bit of a rewire, but substantially original machine, this one. And this is, I think this is a Tess's Moody Wraith and Gurr machine. Stand up the side there, PMWG. There we go, nice oak cabinet. Original velvet on the playfield. Very old labels. The shocker was a later conversion, so you could take off where it says Pickwick, take that sign off if you really wanted to. And the original sign is underneath from when it was just a catcher. There's all kind of part of its history really. It's been like that for, what, 100 years from now probably, so why change it back now? Okay, so a bit of a different one this time, the Super Challenger. There's various different versions of Challengers made over the years from the kind of 20s, 30s onwards. This one's Super Challenger. The 60s one is smart condition, wooden cabinet with the yellow and red Formica front here. So drop the pennies in, there's a little knob here. Turns this little thing to try and direct your pennies into the columns. And the idea being when a column's full, an extra penny in it will then drop the whole column to the winner, so you get 5 payout. The ones with the naught or the blank are losers. There's a penny got overlapped there, you just need to undo the back and drop that off. But there we are, so you see it, click it over there, fill the column up. Oh, we've got 2 on that one. That one going into the naught, that's a loser, straight in the cash box. Another one straight in the cash box. And another one straight in the cash box. And another one straight in the cash box. We're doing well here, aren't we? It's a profitable machine. Yeah. Hopefully you get the idea. That one's pennies overlapped in there, unfortunately, which is typical. Anyway, now I've run out of pennies. You get the idea, I'm sure. It just needs a unjamming. Okay, so now we have a Bellfruit Cascade. Always a very popular machine, these. 1971, brought out with the new 1p coins. Again, it's a fill the column machine. So the columns fill up, get a penny into the win, and it drops the corresponding column. But the Cascade is, if you get across here, as a penny drops out from one column, it trips the next column, and so on, when you get the cascade effect. Let's say we do. Drop your penny in there, ping it across. Again, playing sideways isn't terribly easy, but we'll see what we can do. Let's see if we can get a win up. Might be a challenge. Oops. Right. There we go, there's a win. Drops one out of the column there. So the idea is to get as far across the playboard as you can. So you trip one from all of the columns. Which is not terribly easy. Let's try a few more. We get it all the way across. We want to get this one really. Too much. Right. Try one more. There you go, you get the idea. But yeah, good condition. Locks and keys, cash box there. If you do get a coin jam, it's very easy just to undo these little wing nuts. It releases all the pennies off. But pretty reliable, not much to go wrong really on these. The Bellfruit Cascade. So now we have Tip Top. Now the idea with these machines is the little shelves here fill up, stack up with coins, and when they get too many, they tip over, they're counterweighted. And you get, again, that kind of cascading effect of all the coins tumbling down into the payout cup. This one is, I think it's on shilling size at the moment, 5p size. Probably even changed it sometime in the past, the blue perspex. They always were either perspex or metal, these strips, but I think they started life on old penny. Perspex, playfield and top flash, they're internally lit, so it can be lit up. There's no wire or plug on this one at the moment, but they do look quite nice lit up. And great money takers. I used to operate several of these. There's various different names of them when I had penny arcades, and they just take so much money. This one's in really nice cosmetic condition. Formica cabinet, original. Really good condition all round. I think there's an old crack in the thing there, repaired a long time ago, but you can hardly see it. So yeah, easy enough to change this off. Either file this out if you want to put it back on old penny or 2p's or something, or just make a new metal one, whatever. All the little shelves are there. That's the Tip Top. All right, so now we have the Duomat machine, Gunter Wolf, German machine, based on a roulette. So the idea of this machine is there's 2 spinning dials. Pop your penny in, and if the ball lands on red or black, you win 1 coin back. Obviously, it was originally on a 20 penny coin, but it's on pennies at the moment. And if it ball lands on the green area, then you get a payout according to the top. So you need to imagine, obviously, because this is still in pennies, that basically 40 is 2 coins, 60 is 3 coins, 80 is 4 coins, and 1 mark is 5 coins, if that makes sense, because there were 20 penny coins originally. So I think the penny jammed in a minute, which is slightly annoying. I haven't got time to unjam it. Let's just slightly fiddle it. There we go. So we can show you it running. So in theory we'd get 3 coins if that had landed on green, but it didn't. So we were a loser. Let's try again. Very creaky floorboard here, apologies. What are we going to get this time? No, missed it again. Let's see if we can get a win. Oh yes. So we could get 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there we go. So we get another one on the. Just spin it up and close the door, and they might have come out the payout slot then instead of the bottom of the cabinet. Oh, just missed the black. You get the idea. It's a nice machine. Oh, just missed the black again. One more. No, there you go. So this has the kind of this stripy veneer cabinet, which is quite nice. Kind of goes with the stripy mirror glass, I guess. So pretty good, cosmetic-y. It says a penny jammed at the moment in the coin mech in the top, so that just needs sorting out. But, there we are. There's the mechanism. There's a cash box for it as well somewhere. I've just emptied it. I was over there. So that's Duomat. Now we have a couple of bingo machines in the sale. These are both come direct out of arcade storage from where they've been sat for about 50 years probably. So it still makes reference to a shilling prize. They're not currently working, but they look like they're probably complete. If you look at the photographs in the listing, you'll see the insides of the mech as well. Interestingly, they've both got original locks and keys. The idea of these was they're kind of like an electric version of the Allwyn, basically. So you get, I can't remember how many balls you get now for your coin, but several balls anyway. And you fire around. Ball drops through the pins and lands in one of the numbers. Then the numbers light up on the top. So if you've got, in this case, 3, if you manage to light 3 number 1s, you get 5 shilling. If you lit 4 number 4s, you'd get 2, this one's set up for, and so on. So it's kind of almost like a combination of a fruit machine and an Allwyn in a way. So quite good fun machines to play actually, these when they're running. So we've got this one and the next one, both the same, both similar condition really. Pretty solid. So you've got the original locks and keys, wiring diagram, cash box. Oops, I don't quite see it there, but looks like it's all there. This one. Get the door shut. Over the cash box. There we go. And then the other bingo machine, again, pretty similar kind of cosmetic condition. Original, as per, found in arcade storage. Original locks and keys again. Or well, same key does both locks. Wiring diagram again. This one seems to have the, I think it's got the solenoid part of the payout missing. So that's the top bit, that fits. That bolts in there, where it catches the coins from the, that's the wrong way around, it goes like that. Bolts in there to catch the coins, like so. The actual kind of the plunger bit of the payout and the solenoid, which should connect to those 3 wires, is not there. So it just needs that. Other than that, seems to be there. So there we are, a little restoration project. We have Rotomint Luxus, another German machine. English artwork on the glass though on this one. Nice condition, this one's been restored. It's on 1p play. Penny in, the real spin. does its thing, and these, so you've got a 2, 2, a 2, are we going to get 3 2s up? No, 2, 2 and a 6. There we go. That was a 2, 2 and a 6 was a 4. We have a free go. For lights, if the button lights rather, then you can press it to stop, like so. But not when they're not lit. See, they don't work at the moment. If they light, then you can press them to stop the reels. It's like a skill stop thing. Right, too late on that one. Yeah, whizzing away. There we go. Got that one in time. 2 4 1. No, no good. Are we getting 2 goes for a penny? Seems like we might be getting 2 goes for a penny. See if we can get a win. Are they going to like the buttons? 5 1 5. No, it's no good, is it? Make your play. Best of luck. Let's see if we can get a win. 4. 4 4. Always promising. 4 4 5. So it lights up here when you get a free go. Oops, too late on that one. Try this one game, then we'll show you the inside. There we go, stop that one, 1 2 1. That's it, so you get free plays now and again. Locks and keys. All the governance, so it's all working. It's been restored. Wiring diagram with it in English, which is very useful. There you go. Nice condition, ready to hang on the wall and play. Another Rotomint Luxus, this one from the arcade store. We had a number of machines in from, so completely untouched for probably 50 years. Glass looks pretty good on this one, other than it's dirty, covered in dust. It's locked, only with the top lock, original locks, no key. Yeah, there you go, it's on penny. Old penny, I can see him from the payout there. Got his catch box. But yes, total restoration job really. But again, it looks like coin mech's all there, payout's all there, signatures are there. I can't see anything actually missing. There's no kind of wires without anything attached to it. So it does look to me like it's complete, other than a piece of plywood for the back door. So probably an easier restoration than it looks really. A good clean apart from anything, I think it's what it needs. And then put some power on it, see what happens. Yeah, restoration project, the Rotomint Luxus. I'm having fun and games again with thunderstorms stopping filming and the light going from, you know, bright burning sunlight to almost dark again, so apologies. There comes the thunder again. I'm sure you can probably hear it. Let's carry on. What's the worst that can happen? Right, Rotomint Super. Again, another one from the storage, from long-term storage. There's Rotomint Super this time. I think this is slightly earlier than Rotomint Luxus. A different design, but the same 3 reels idea with the buttons to stop the reels again. Again, you know, pretty solid, not too bad at all. Inside again, having a quick look. Again, it doesn't look like anything's obviously missing. What's that? That's just a bell. It's been detached, that's not anything. Power supply in. What have we got here? Oh, bits of locks. So yeah, coin mech's there, payouts there on a smallish coin. Sequence is there. Looks like everything's there. Another little restoration project. Which again shouldn't be too hard. The mirror's good, it's the main thing. That's sticky gunge on the outside or something. The mirror's actually very good on this one. So another little restoration project, the Rotomint Super. Let's see if the thunder will hold off. And there's the thunder again. I think we're going to get a big lightning storm in a minute. Right, Bandito this time, another electromechanical, an English one this time, with the Mexican theme. There you go, Bandito. So the idea of this one was, there should be a disc in there that is missing, and in the top of Mr. Bandito's head here, really, fruit symbols go round and round and round, and you put a penny in to stop the fruits on 3 oranges, 3 plums, or 3 bells, and you get paid 3, 6, or 9 pence accordingly. So we've got the original lock and key on this one. So the disc should go in there, so we haven't got the disc. We have got the motor gubbins, the main kind of gubbinsy bit, which has a little timing sequencer thing on it as well. Cash box there, I don't think there's anything in there, that's locked I think. So it's a golden automatics of Colchester. You see, other than not having the disc there, everything else is in pretty good solid condition really. That obviously bolts on there, you can see the screw holes and the connections for the wires, and they're all colour coded, so it should be obvious what wire goes where. Your payouts there on old pennies still. So for some reason they took the disc out of it. Maybe they did it to put a spare in another machine, or you see where the penny drops down here and goes through there. Fills up the pay up. So a little restoration project. You really need another one to copy, I suppose, to get the details of the disc correct. But otherwise, again, the cabinet's pretty good. Original Formica. Both sides are good. The gold trim's all there. So there we are. Who's going to sort out Bandito? So now on to the first of a run of Jamieson's flasher machines. Rare one, this one. This is top 10. Great 60s machine, good looking thing. You've got records on here, obviously the top 10. You've got Adam Faith, Cliff Richard, Elvis Presley, Billy Fury, Frank Ifield. So the top payer is Elvis Presley, gives you a shilling. Then Frank Ifield for 6 pence, Adam Faith 4 pence, Billy Fury 2 pence, and poor old Cliff's at the bottom there with 2 pence as well. So insert your pennies when that bit's lit, and you can bet on all 5 at once if you really want to. We'll try, we can get them in quick enough. Any pennies you don't get in time when this is still lit, they're held in the machine automatically until the next play. So let's see if we can get 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we all on? Oh, I think I might need a bulb in that one. So Billy Fury, there we are. Let's try another one. Whoopsie. No. I think there's a bulb out there, isn't there? So that one held, that should light up for the next play. There you go, you see it holds to the next play. So if I wait for this to go off and put a couple of pennies in, you see they don't light up yet. But as soon as this come on, the pennies drop and light up our bets again. Let's see if we can get another winner up. There we go. So we get two per pulse, that should give us 6. Yeah, there's our 6 for Frank Ifield. So there we are. So this kind of flashes away all the time. It's like an attract mode really, kind of one of the earliest machines I suppose to have attract mode on, these kind of light flashing machines. Nice Formica cabinet, it's a tiny little chip at the bottom corner there, but other than that, it's very good condition, this one all round. And, oops, there we go, new key. I think the original locks are the new key. Now, this is all mains, or most of it's mains, so don't stick your finger anywhere where you shouldn't. It does go down to low voltage for most of the bits and bobs. But obviously anything the mains powers, you shouldn't really stick your fingers in when they're running. But there we are, it's all there. Clicked round, satisfying clickety-clickety-click. And if you've got a 60s arcade or a 60s themed bar or something like that, what a perfect machine for it. That's top 10. And next up then, Auto Fruit. Again, another Jamieson flasher machine. very similar to the top 10, works the same way. Got a very satisfying clickety-clackety noise. Imagine a whole arcade full of these clickety-clacking away. All the lights flashing. Great fun. So what's the highest pay on this? Is the bell at £1, 6pence for the orange, 4pence for plums, 2pence for cherries, 2pence for lemons. And again, insert your pennies when its play now is lit, and any late payers go on to the next game. There we are, I think we've lit them all, so we should get a win. There we are, 2pence on the cherries. And again, if I wait for that to go out and put some pennies in, they'll be held for the next game. These three should light up. There we are on the next game. And we've got 11, that should give us 2. Oh, sounds like we've run out of pennies. Plum, typical. Should we get one more? Another pay. Sounds like there's a penny stuck sideways in the payout. To me. Oh yeah, I can see the penny. It's got one jammed in there. There we are, unjammed. So again, you can see, all nice and original. Little clickety-clacker, merrily doing its thing at the bottom there. And again, very good cosmetic, little chip at the back of the Formica there, you can just touch it in a little bit of paint. Otherwise again, pretty nice condition. So there we are, that's auto fruit, and I'm on a very squeaky floorboard again. Another Jameson flasher, don't actually know what this one is called, there's no name on it. Whether it might have had a name in there originally, who knows. But a fruit-based one. Pretty funky Formicas on this one, lots of different ones. You've got wood grains, kind of a marbly effect, this kind of weird designs. Now here, the little double relay unit here has been obviously unscrewed from there and unsoldered, so whether it needs a new relay, don't know. Payouts there on old penny. Oh, there's into the penny in it, look. Coin entry stuff is all there. No locks. Cosmetic, it says it's got a painted side, that's obviously original. So quite a riot of colour this one. Nice little badge there, supplied by Morecambe Automatic Co. Marine Mode Morecambe. Phone Morecambe 1100. There we are. So yeah, definitely, I don't think it's going to take much to restore this one. Obviously the relays need looking at, see if they need new relays or if they just need a little bit of TLC. Both the motors are there for the clickety clackers. And all the coin entries there. They've all got switches in, I can feel the switches working. So yeah, if you know what this one's called, if anyone's got one of these design or got some old literature with the name of it on, let me know. I'd like to know what this one's called. I think at the moment I've just put it down as Jameson flashing machine or something. But always nice to know the proper name. So there we are. Little project for somebody, this one. So on to the kind of older era of the Jameson flashing lights machine. Apologies, I'm right on some very noisy, creaky floorboards again. Electro dart this time. This one's solid oak cabinet. Really good, strong cabinets on these machines. Excellent solid cabinets. Glass is in very good condition. Original locks and keys on this one. Are they working? Yes, they are. And inside looks like everything is there. To me, the bell, the screws off the bell, that you screw back on. Other than that, both the uni selectors are there, the relays are all there, payouts there, old penny still, coin entry, and the transformer. Not a new transformer possibly. Other than that, so again, it should be a pretty easy restoration. I should think that one. I don't think that one will take much to get it up and running at all. And popular machines these, you press the button to start and release it to stop. So you pop your penny in, press the button, the lights kind of whiz round. It sounds like a machine gun when they're running these electro darts. They're really noisy, really nice noisy machine when they're running. I think we had one in the last auction. If you look at the last video, you'll see one running. Lights whiz round, and when you let go of the button, depending what number it's on, you win 3, 6 or 12 pennies. So we are electro darts, a pretty nice, very original ex-arcade storage. Looks like it's all there to me, even original locks and keys. So I think an easy restoration project for somebody. Great to see it done. Roto Fruit machine this time, again from the same arcade storage. Again, nice, good, solid oak cabinet. Glass, very good again on this one. Same as the electro dart, essentially the same machine. Again, a lot of needs a new bit of plywood in the back of this one. A lot of woodworm dust in the bottom there. The woodworm dust comes free with the machine. There's no extra charge for the woodworm dust. Yeah, just need a new bit of plywood in the back there. Uni selectors there, all the relays are there. Payouts there, still on an old penny. Again, these machines have sat since 1970, unused, untouched. So just need to bring them back to life again. Original locks on this one, no keys. It was locked, so we popped the door open carefully so we don't damage the wood. And the cash box is locked. But obviously you've got to take the plywood off the back anyway, so you can get to the lock to unscrew the lock so you don't damage the cabinet. Easy enough to get keys cut for them. So there we are, that one's Roto Fruit. And now Roto Pool, carried on the Roto theme. Again, essentially the same machine as the Roto Fruit and the Electro Dart. Solid oak cabinet again. And again, the glass is very good. Well worth restoring these machines. You get even more dust and cobwebs with this one than the previous one. Look at that. If you want dust and cobwebs, we've got you covered there. So yes, but yet again, I think it's all there. Uni selectors there, all the relay banks there, payouts there, old penny again still, coin entry. There's even a spider in this one, excellent. And the cash box. There's probably cash boxes in the other two, as I said, they're locked, we've got no keys. Oh sorry, the previous one, Electro Dart, I don't think I've actually unlocked the bottom of that one. So there we are, another worthwhile restoration project. There's a little crack in the cabinet on the bottom of this one that needs a bit of glue in it. But otherwise, again, good solid oak cabinet, and most importantly, very, very good glass. So it's just been stored, say 55 years untouched. So it needs a little bit of love. And to the last of the Jameson flasher machines, Roto Light, which I think is actually the first of the flasher machines they made, or one of the very first they made. Again, nice oak cabinet on this one. Bit different with the kind of the front projection bit, and no printed glass as such on these ones. You get these old, big old indicator lights from wherever they were from, some kind of machine or other, I think. Again, you get dust and cobwebs with it. Let's see this one, what have we got? We've got the selectors in there, the relays. Payout is down there for some reason, instead of, where should the payout be? There, I think. I think it bolts in there somewhere. But the mechanism's there. So again, restoration project, possibly a little bit more than the other ones, this one. Does need a new base on this one. A new bit of oak on the bottom, there's a little bit of rot in the corner. But other than that, it's pretty good. And again, these ones are actually quite rare, these machines. You don't quite too often. It's a good few years since we sold one of these. Little supplier label on there from Crafts Automatics. But there we are, Roto Light, another worthwhile restoration project. On now then to vending machines. So first up we've got this hand towel vending machine. Oak cabinet with the original kind of lettering on the front there. We have got the lock for this, there's no key, but the original lock is there, so you get a key cut for it. It's got its weight in it. It would hold down the packets. And it works on 2 pennies, this one. It's working order, so 2 pennies in the slot to pull the drawer out. and you get your pack of handtails out. So there we are. It's made by Lockerbie and Wilson, who made the penny in the slot toilet door locks, well known for. So that figures that they'd make a paper towel vending machine as well, I guess, doesn't it? Well, I assume they're paper anyway. So there we are, little vending machine. Oops, pop the door there. And then we've got this little cigarette vending machine. This one we actually sold last auction. It's come back again. I think the chap's had a bit of a shop around in his collection. So again, this is a 2-coin machine. It's been restored, as you can see, new graphics on it. New keys for the locks, working order. Don't know who made this one, but there's quite nice little castings on there. But yeah, 2 pennies in for a pack of cigarettes. And then change machine, operated by Burton Coin Group. So this is working order, so it's a florin or 2 shilling piece in, the big old 10p sized coin. And you've got 4 tokens out, 4 sixpence sized tokens. And there's 100 and some odd tokens with it, all stamped up Burton coin. They're sixpence sized tokens with a hole in the middle. And there's also got another couple of bags of them as well later on in the sale. There's loads of coins and tokens toward the end of the sale. So if you want extras for this machine, or if you've got a machine and haven't got any tokens, there's some later in the sale. That one's got its original lock, new key for it, so say it's working order. Then we've got these little machines. Now these are all locked. I don't know who made them. They're on penny. They kind of give out, I think I put the pack size on the auction list actually that they give out, but like I don't know, probably a cigarette or I don't know, a bit big for matchboxes. Not sure what they were for, but there's 4 of them. So they're old penny, they're locked. Interestingly, there's no holes in them. Doesn't look like they've been fixed to the wall really. So, not sure what they were for, but there we are. So next up we have the magic vendor, the Owl Hoff so-called, by Townsend Manufacturing Co. So-called Owl Hoff, because on the back here, the cash box has got property of Owl Hoff, etc. Nice original condition, as you can see this one, original paintwork, nice original transfer on the glass. Working on cents, 1 cent, pop it in the top there, pull the lever forward, oops, it says, there we go, and it'll bend out your gumball. Original keys, original locks and keys with this one, and yeah, glass all the way around, quite a nice little thing really. That's the Owl Hoff vendor. And we have this little postage stamp vendor, a fortune telling postage stamp vendor. About 1940 by Shermack Products. Been fully restored, this machine. Works on nickels and dimes. And you get a little envelope out as such, which has a fortune on it. Do not remind others of their shortcomings unless you can bear remindance of yours. Very sage advice there. And obviously the little envelope would have stamps inside. So there's a whole load of these folders with the machine, so you can pop stamps in it if you wished. There we are, so you can see restored, all the way around, repainted, ready to go. Next up, the little Beaver gumball vending machine. Pretty standard things these. This one is on 20 pence coin, relatively modern machine. Working, original key with it. Put it on site and earn some money. Good for your games room, keep the kids entertained, doesn't it? Put some sweeties in it or gumballs or whatever. So there we are, ready to go, nice and clean. The Beaver gumball machine. And we have one of these little gumball machines. Cast metal, glass globe, works on any small coin, I think 1p's. This one's running on. Again, does a gumball, doesn't need a key this one. Just like a screwdriver or coin will undo it. These were kind of home use things. Sold back in the 80s, I think. Quite a nice kind of traditional design. Good little thing, working order. What more can you say? Now I'll try and resist doing puns about the shockingly good restoration of this lovely electric shock machine. This is 1920s Volta by Gents and Mears. Interestingly, it's got all English language artwork, also on the metal plaques as well. Tells you all in English rather than in German. Fully restored inside and out. As you can see, working order. It's actually got a little mains supply inside to provide the low voltage. Would originally been on a little battery, kind of I think they were a wet cell battery originally. So you could put it back onto battery, but obviously the little mains adapter saves you keep putting batteries in it. Working order, drop your penny in and you twist the center handle to start the machine off. That sets up the timer by this air piston, and then you crank the right hand handle to increase the shock, hold the left one, and it gives out quite a belt. I'm reliably informed by the vendor. I've not actually tried it, so I can do without getting a shock today. But there we are. What a lovely machine. Restored all the way around. As you can see, lovely condition. Quite a rare thing. And if you want to give your friends a shop in your games room, there you go. It's pouring down with rain now outside, hopefully. It's very noisy on the roof here. I'm not sure if it's going to come through on the sound or not. Hopefully it's still okay. Next up then, the triple jacks. Lovely little machine, 1930s. This one I think is an ABT make one. ABT and Gottlieb, and I think somebody else made them identical, so it's very hard to tell, unless they've got the label stuck on them, who made them. They're kind of all the same. Working order, this would work on 1 cent originally, but any small coin, I've got a load of 5p's here, seem to be working fine. So you pop them in the side here, ping them across, and the idea is if you get them in one of the 3 little cups here, you turn the knob and it drops the jackpot out at the bottom. So the coins that miss, difficult to do it sideways as usually, just fill up the little jackpots, unless they go right off the end, then they go straight into the cash box. Let's see if we can get a win up. Oh, nearly. We'll try a few more, if not I'll have to try and fake a win. Oh, so close. You see the idea, all the coins missed. Fill up the jackpots. I'll cheat a little bit, if I can. Let's see if I can pretend we've got one in the middle slot there. So this one should drop with a bit of luck. There we go, drops all the coins out. And the tray is cleverly designed so you can scoop your winnings off the end. There we are. Again, nicely restored. Restored some years ago, I think. The front's got a little bit of kind of corrosion on it again. I think maybe it's been stored somewhere damp, so it can do with a polish up. This is not plated, this is just cast aluminium, so it'll polish up nicely. Maybe put on a buffing wheel or a bit of vigour with a bit of brasso. It's a new back door on it, that's the only really notable thing on the restoration. Otherwise, the inside's all nice and original. There we go, so that's triple jacks. Another machine now that back in the day, this is 1922, this particular one, pretty much every machine manufacturer or major machine manufacturer in the States were making very similar machines, often just direct rip-offs of each other's machines with very slightly different designs maybe. So this one's a Mills target practice, the discus thrower design. There's several different designs Mills made. Again, a little penny flick machine, 1 cent, ping them in, flick them across, and you've got G, 1, 2 and 5. So you get a gumball, or 1, 2 or 5 in theory, but obviously the bartender would maybe give you a cigar or a drink or something else. You've got targets over the side here, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 5, to try and aim for. And if you miss, then they go and hit the bottom ones. So if you get a 1 or 2 or a 5, which we probably won't, missed again, but basically the coin will hold in the bottom there, showing in 1, 2 or 5, or in the side here. And then you'd claim your cigar, and once you've got your cigar, the bartender or whatever would turn the little knob on the top here, and that drops the coin back into the cash box inside. So it's a way to see what winning was to be paid. So the G's were just a gumball, because in theory it wasn't a gaming machine. Honest officer, it's a gumball vending machine. So the nice thing about this one, all original label and everything. There's this really complicated cash box, all the compartments. So if it's run by an operator, obviously they'd keep the key and the bartender couldn't claim out that they'd spent, you know, giving out 10 cigars or whatever, then there should be 10 pennies in this slot. And if there was only 5, they'd know that the bartender, the site operator, was trying to fiddle them. So that's a pretty complicated thing. These bits slide out to empty the coins out, like so. A bit stiff, not been used for a while. But as you can see, very nice original machine. All the castings are good. Stamped up with its serial number there. Original lock. New keys, but the original lock. And very ornate. Cast sides as well. Original back. And again, it's an all cast machine. It could perhaps benefit from a polish. It's quite dull at the moment. It should polish up quite nice and shiny. So that's something to think about. But original label in there. Dirty glass as well. Super little machine. The Mills target practice from 1922. So on now to the Dixie Dominoes. Lovely 1937 machine by Gretchen. Super original condition, this one. Rare machine, one of the rarest of the so-called Churchill cabinets. I think this is probably the rarest one. Lovely original kind of wrinkle paint here. Original polish on the cabinet. Back door. With the instruction labels and the reel strips, all original. I'll bring the camera in a bit closer to show you it playing, but basically it's a craps game. It will take most coins, as these machines used to do. It has a little window in the side to show the coin that's played. So if you're playing it on 1 cent, your payouts would be multiples of 1 cent. If you played it on 5, you'd get paid out multiples of 5, and so on. So quite versatile in that respect. But basically, you pop your coin in, pull the handle down, spins the reels and sets the flaps up. So the first one establishes your point. We've got the 7, which is a win, isn't it? Yes. I'm not very good at craps. That's a win. What do we get for that? 7 or 11 on the first reel, scores 2. So I'd be paid out 2. Basically, the operator will look in the window, see I'd paid a nickel, and give me 2 nickels for my game. But you know, if we'd got a point there, then we click down as many windows as possible to get our point, and so on. So I'll move the camera in a bit close and show you the reels running, because it's quite an interesting little game, really. Right, let's see how we do then. So there we are, all the shutters are open. Drop a coin in. I'm using just a 5p this time. They work as well. So we've got 9 on the first one, so we've got to try and make 9. 9's our point, try and make 9 again. Before we get a 7. If we get 7, we lose. So 9 here, we've got a 7, would you believe? There we go, so we're lost. Let's try another one. What do we got this time? A 10. Can we get another 10? And a 7 again. We're lost again. 11. So 11's a winner, so that gives us 2 coins will be our win. I wonder if it's a 7 this time. It'll be interesting. There's a 7 again, look. Maybe they're all 7s on reel 2. A 12. Can we get another 12? We've got a 2. A 5. A 7. Lost again. Was that 12 by any chance? No, 4 on the last one. So you get the idea. An 8. Can we get an 8? We've got a 6. A 12. What's that? An 11. 7 on the last one. Lost again. There you go. That's the Dixie Dominoes, the lovely, very original trade stimulator, Gretchen, 1937. Now the Sega, the mini Sega, is a direct copy of the Mills Vest Pocket. The Sega one's about 1960, something like that. Awkward thing to try and film just because of its design. Little cube. It's actually a full payout kind of one-arm bandit. Pop your penny in, push the slider in. The reels, tiny little reels in the top there. And they have this little flap that covers them over. It's supposed to hide it from the authorities. I think they probably shouldn't cotton on, but the flap has the payout combinations on, and another little flap here on the payout cup as well. So the gist of it is, it runs on sixpences. Pop your sixpence in, push it in, pull it out, and that sets off the machine. I actually got a win there. What did we get? We've got 2 cherries. You probably can't see this, so I can zoom in enough. But 2 cherries, which should pay us 3. Well, there's probably no coins in it, but well, we got 2. I think it's probably empty. There we are. I'll set the camera up a bit closer so you can see the reels running, and as you can see, it's all original paint. Okay, we'll try from here. I'll try and hold it in frame. Let's go. So 6pence in, push handle in, all the way out. There, the angle it is, I can't actually see the reels here, so I'll have to listen to see if we get a winner. Oh, I did push it in far enough, I don't think that time, did I? Let's try. Any good? No. Can we get a win up? Let's see, if you're getting lemons. One cherry, no, need at least 2 cherries. There we go, cherry, cherry, orange, so cherry, cherry and anything. That should pay us out 3. 1, 2, oh, now we filled it up, 3. There we go, there's our winnings. Smashing. So this little thing is a 1933 Keeney's Magic Clock. There's those that think that's maybe where Brian's got the idea for their clock machine from. Who knows? Quite a nice deco design of case. Bit of a weird paint job on it. I think it's been modernised at some point. It should have a nice chrome front on here, which is here, and glass and artwork, etc. So it's a restoration project, but it's kind of all there really. The bits have been re-chromed, the coin slot's been put back on there, and inside, mechanisms all there. We've got the original artwork, award card, I think there's an original one or a repro one, the bezel that goes around it, nuts and bolts, and we've got the glass and also wrapped up fresh from the chrome as some years ago, the chrome plate that goes on the front as well. So it's a restoration project, but kind of all there basically. Needs finishing off, probably strip and polish the case up nicely, and obviously put the bits and bobs back on it. So there we go. I can't get it all back in again now, can I? That's the Keeney Magic Clock. I think these is another one of those that runs on pretty much any coin, if I remember rightly. Again, has the little coin window at the side, so it would show the operator what coin had been bet, and the payoffs would be, you know, by hand. It's not an automatic payout machine. The bartender or whatever would pay out as many nickels or pennies or dimes, if you were feeling really flush, as you paid in to play it. So good solid condition, easy restoration project, the Magic Clock. And so a little bit tighter shot to show it running. I've got some 6pences here, so you should run on those, I think. 6pence in. You go and you see there your spin round. Looks like I could do a little bit of oil maybe, run a little bit faster. But you get the idea of it. It's essentially up and running. I've got a very creaky bit of floor here, so excuse the creaks and groans. It's not my knees, it's the floor, honest. So here we've got a little trade simulator by Exhibit Supply, I believe. Slight restoration project. Mechanically it's all there and working. Needs, as you can see, the artwork card in the top and the piece of glass lock for the back door. Otherwise it's original, pretty solid. Unusual this one because it's got it's one of the little dice tumbler machines. There's usually one big round window with one or more dice in. And this one's got 3 separate little windows. I don't know what this one's called. If anyone does know, if you've got one or seen one with the artwork in it, I'd love to know what it's actually called. So I will put the camera overhead and we'll see it running. Now this is going to be really tricky to shoot because of the shape of it and the angle of the camera and the angle of me trying not to get in the way of the camera, but I'll try and explain best I can. So on the front of the machine here you've got a little selector. It's difficult to see the numbers because it kind of needs repainting. On this one it goes 1 to 6, I think, and it relates to this thing here. In the card that would go on the top there would be a little cutout to show the number. Now this mechanism is used on all sorts of different machines. You see it goes up to 8 here. Some of the machines you can only bet 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 or whatever. So that's why that doesn't necessarily relate to the casting on the front there. But so you see if I select this to 4, which is here, maybe I can't see, but if I select it to number 4, pop my penny in, cycle the machine, you see the arrow now points to 4, indicating that I've bet on 4, and I can't alter it after I played the machine. So again, if I try, let's do 6 this time, then it should set to 6. There you go, so I'll bet 6 as it were, and the dice tumbling away. I'll turn it around so you can see the dice tumbling a little bit better. And then whatever score you got would relate to the number. With 3 dice, I imagine obviously you could get up to 18, so 1 to 6 seems, maybe it wasn't that simple, maybe, you know, it was pairs or something, who knows, I don't know without having the instruction card. If I spin it round so you can see the actual dice tumbling, let's see, about there might work. Maybe zoom in a little bit more. Where's my zoom button? There we go. Gosh, this is really tricky. About there, we get reflections and all sorts. Let's try about there, that might work. So let's try another coin in again. I'll do 3 this time. Don't think you still see that bit, but you see how the dice tumble away. Very effective, the little way they tumble away. So yeah, as I say, what the score relates to compared to the dice, I don't know without having the instruction card. But nice little machine. This thing here resets, there should be a ball bearing in there. And the gist of it is when it resets, the little red bit comes up and pops the ball bearing on top of the centre pin. So if you nudge the machine, if you try to influence the way the dice would fall, your ball bearing will fall off onto the red section, and then the bartender wouldn't pay you out because that's effectively a tilt, like a tilt on a pinball machine. So that's what that bit is for. So you just need a little ball bearing to go in there. There's a new little instruction card there, although I can't see anything wrong with that one personally. So as you can see, it's working. Just needs a lock for the back door, piece of glass, and the card for the top. Easy little restoration project. So that's all for part 1 of this auction preview. There'll be another video about 48 hours behind this one with the second half of the auction. That's all the large floor standing machines, the one-arm bandits, and a few other machines as well. It's been a bit of a nightmare filming today. Apologies, I'm sure the clips will be up and down in brightness. I'll try and even them out. It's been a nightmare with weather, thunderstorms, and lights going up and down and all sorts of things. But I've done my best. So thank you very much. Good luck with your bids. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, then subscribe, click the little bell icon, and then you'll get notified when the second half of the video goes up. We also do live streams 2 or 3 times a week as well, always 8:05 in the evening, usually a Tuesday, a Friday and a Sunday night. And I give all the updates on the latest machines to come in for future auctions and other things that are going on. We have meetups, socials, all sorts of things. So subscribe to the channel, keep notified what we're up to, and good luck with your bidding.